Welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. There are 367 shopping days until next Christmas. I know podcast listeners are a pretty motivated type. Today, we have some capital punishment facts and figures, the end of the oyster and red snapper seasons, and a message from the TSA. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
Alabama fell from number 1 this year on a rather morbid ranking, reports AL.com's Ivana Hrenkyu. We did not lead the nation in executions in 2025, but instead are sitting in a tie for a distant second place. There have been 47 executions in the United States so far this year. Florida has 19 of those, followed by Alabama, Texas, and South Carolina with 5 each. Now, this data was put together by the Death Penalty Information Center, a national watchdog group. Some interesting facts and figures from the group's data. The 47 executions nationally nearly doubled last year's 25 and were the most in 15 years. But there were only 22 new death sentences handed down this year nationally, and only 4 in Alabama, as fewer than half of the capital murder trials resulted in a death sentence. By contrast, the peak number of death sentences was 325 in 1986. This year, Louisiana joined Alabama in its use of the nitrogen hypoxia method of execution, and South Carolina became the first state in 15 years to use a firing squad. There were 3 firing squad executions in South Carolina this year. Now, while all 47 of those who were executed nationally were men, 44 of their 67 victims were women. The state's oyster harvest closes at 2 p.m. today, reports AL.com's Lawrence Specker, and it was a pitiful 2025. According to data from the Marine Resources Division, as of yesterday, the harvest was just under 5,000 commercial sacks. Now, that's the fewest since the oyster season shut down completely in 2018. And it's well below the 25,000 sacks taken last year and 50,000 in 2021. Marine Resources Division Director Kevin Anson issued an announcement that said Alabama oysters have suffered through long periods of low salinity in the springtime and high summer water temperatures, which means less dissolved oxygen. He said all that affects the really young oysters, the larvae that settle on the bottom in the springtime. So, because of those conditions, he's not expecting many adults on the reefs next season either. Now, also ending soon is the red snapper season. The Marine Resources Division will close that at midnight New Year's Eve. As Lawrence wrote, this year the red snapper season ends when the moon pie drops. Now, according to the division, the red snapper haul was again in the 600,000 pound ballpark. That makes it consistent with the past couple of years. And the state's 2026 federal quota will again be 664,552 pounds. Now the TSA is warning against some of the holiday sweaters and costumes that get a little too creative in the wrong ways, reports AL.com's Lita Gore. Now, if you fly to your Christmas destination this year, the TSA wants folks to avoid wearing ornaments, tinsel, glitter, sequins, and things that sparkle. There goes my closet. The reason being that those kinds of things can set off the alarm on a body scanner. Now, the body scanner goes off That leads to closer screening and pat downs, which nobody wants, which also means that you'll be slowing down the line. So if you end up in a line of passengers en route to an ugly sweater convention, nobody's getting to the plane on time. Now, by the way, it has been a month now, but we can assume the U.S. Department of Transportation campaign to persuade people to dress respectfully is still in effect. For about 2 minutes last month, I wondered what Secretary Sean Duffy meant by dressing respectfully at the airport, but then I saw news crews interviewing people at airports who were wearing pajamas, kitty pajamas. I don't know if there were any footy pajamas. They didn't pan down enough. Well, at that point, I knew I was probably okay with chinos and a golf shirt. I have two main goals with my appearance for airplane flights. Don't look like a terrorist and look like I'm not wearing what I slept in. The bar is pitifully low these days. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We're going to be back here again in the morning. Until then, y'all come by and see us anytime you can on the internet at al.com.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.